What's going on, everybody? Good evening. If you're where I'm, good evening. If you're in the United States, good morning. If you're where I'm at, should I say? Oh Lord, come on, internet. Don't act up on me now. You've been acting fine. You've been doing well since. All right. Let's see who we got in the chat. GPC in the building. What's going on, sir? Oh yeah, man. By the way, yeah. Had another mixtape drop today. And I dropped this specifically today for obvious reasons. As you guys know, it is the anniversary of Kevin Samuel's passing. Monk Mode is the new mixtape that just dropped today, so please go check that out. I pretty much got a mixtape dropping pretty much every month all the way up through summer. Um, yeah, got a bunch of music lined up. That was another reason why I was so busy when I was back in the States. I was making a lot of music. I came home. I made Colombia Soul. I got Colombian Soul done in about a week, and then got about 4 or 5 more mixtapes done during my time back at home. So yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of music lined up coming out for you guys as well. All right. So please check that out. Support your boy, support the music. See, we got Jamal in the building. Moon River 77. Good morning. I gotta say, Moon River, I'm really interested in what you look like underneath that mask. Craig, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I'm like, and you know what? I've had this up on my community post all week, trying to see it. There's definitely been an increase because I remember last time I checked it, I think my female viewership was somewhere like around 4%. It's actually like almost double that now. So it lets me know that more women are watching the channel. So, and I've been seeing a lot of BS comments like I normally would. So I figure, you know what, and then not only that, I'm having a smoke show on the anniversary of Kevin Samuel's death, who was like the king of smoke shows. So, you know, like I say all the time, there's a method to my madness. So it is what it is. I'm like, but I'll be intrigued. Uh, I told Joanne, she said, Joanne was like, you need me. I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing you in the chat just in case. Uh, so, if nobody shows up, then I probably won't be up too long, cause I think I'm gonna go to BGC tonight, try to get some content and, you know, see if I have any luck with the ladies, since I'll be by myself. Uh, and we'll see how that goes. And I plan on, I'll definitely get some content tomorrow because I'm gonna be having dinner with the Tates. So I'll be over there tomorrow afternoon and evening, interviewing them. They're probably gonna interview me, and then we're gonna have dinner. And we'll see how the rest of my time goes because I leave for Cebu Thursday. So we'll see how the rest of my time goes there because I know it's like several people that watch my channel that are here that are trying to link up with me before I leave, including uh No Chill Phil who's literally staying right across the street from me. See, all right, we got LJ in the building. See, he said I didn't see this coming. Oh man, yeah. It's been a long time coming. I ain't had a smoke show in what feels like months. Lawrence H in the building. Jamal, brother on my own, no brother on your own. The beautiful DS in the building. Good Lord. All right. Renee in the building. Black, guess who stepped in the chat? Arta Will in the building. And you know what? They'll get my respect as well. I'm like, long as they don't talk crazy. Jermaine in the building. What's going on, sir? Original Man 50 in the building. What's going on, brother? Adam Kidd said one thing I would like to see more in the comment section. What is everyone currently doing to create a better life for themselves? Good question. I'm like, me myself, I've been getting a lot of offers from sponsorships, man. So I've been looking into that, create more streams of income. Like I mentioned earlier, I dropped a link to the music, another stream of income. For me, man, it's just, trying to find more streams of income on a remote basis. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, bro. Say Walter K. Ren, man, more power to you, brother. I play the keys, but I'm not like super great. I just like I slowly have gotten better at chord progressions and stuff like that, but I play keys a little bit. I mean, I'm like, but it's like far as software goes, I use Fruity Loops to make my beats. Bitcoin and crypto. I invested in a little bit of crypto as well. So, like I said, multiple streams of income. I invested a little bit in that. I got a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum. What else do I got? A little bit of crypto.com. Um, I also have, I think it's called Gala, and what else did I invest in? It was Gala, crypto.com, Ethereum. Damn, I'm like, I gotta remember the other one too, man. But yeah, I invested. I mean, I got money spread out a little bit amongst different cryptocurrencies. Yes, man. Rest in peace to the Godfather, LJ. What's going? Yeah, bro. I'm like, any of y'all see that first interview? He was trolling the hell out of Vice, man, because Vice went bankrupt. Believe it or not, you guys, Vice went bankrupt, man. Going on, everybody? Let's see. I like to see some new faces. Oh, okay. Tavares X, what's going on, G? Parabiology 101. What's going on, brother? Jeff Johns 357. What's going on? I'm like, we did, like, I did a show with him before I even came out here, Global Passport Crew. I tried to, but come to find out, this is his. Joanne said this is his anniversary month, so he's like really, really busy. I guess spending time with his wife or whatever the case may be. I did check out his recent video up in Cebu, so who I'm like, I don't know. I've literally had 2, 3 different people reach out to him. They said he's busy with his anniversary this month, but I'll be in Cebu on the 11th. So if he's still out there and he got time and he want to link, we'll make it happen. I'm like, it's pretty much up to him because everybody keep asking me that, and I keep telling y'all the same thing, man. It ain't up to me. I've had multiple people reach out to him, so ain't nothing I can do there. Man, if he busy with his personal life, I ain't gonna sit over here and knock him for it, man. Uh, mm, all right. Well, Black saying, I'm not gonna put that particular question up, because you got a little bit of profanity in it, and I don't want to risk this getting put in the yellow. But I'll tell you what, Black saying, if you want to, you're more than welcome to come on, and we can have a conversation about it. So Black Sand, if you want to come on, just let me know and I'll drop the link in the chat. All right, give me 1 second. All right, the link is for Black Sand. Since he has a disagreement, we'll go ahead and discuss that. No, because apparently the Filipina P is not the one who's really in charge of her channel like I thought. So apparently, and I didn't even notice, apparently she got a man that kind of like runs things. At least that's what I'm told. So I don't know. But I reached out to her as well because Sharon Lapu told me to reach out to her through Instagram. Never heard back from her. Gave her links to both of my channels, told her that I was going to be in the Philippines and everything. Still haven't heard back. All right. All right. I just asked that your Black Sand, just please no profanity. I don't want this to go into yellow. I'll go ahead and bring you on. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, Rome? I'm a not use profanity. I respect your channel,
I
and
appreciate it.
I first want to say this is not of um somebody hating on somebody. I do like your channel. You are one of the ones
You still there? What happened?
female or that female is a real one, and I just know that they, as been shown lately, they're all chameleons. They're not none of them. They for them to be a quote unquote real one would go against their own self interest and female nature. So it's literally impossible for any of them to really advocate for quote unquote men's issues or the red pill or anything we discuss over here because it goes against their interest.
Okay. That's a valid point. Okay. Well, let me give you pushback on this then. Do you think that maybe we should only because here's something that I've kind of been trying to focus more so on. I've been trying to lean in more towards the women that are actually like in serious relationships or already married. I'm like, do you think maybe we should give them a little bit more push and maybe just kind of give less light to the women that are in the space but are not involved with anybody seriously? Do you think that would be fair, or do you think we should just shut them all out completely?
Well, it's funny you say that. I'll be dropping my first YouTube video later tonight, speaking on just that, how I don't believe women have a place at all in the manosphere. Married, old, young, submissive, non-submissive, cute, ugly, fat, skinny. It's called the manosphere for a reason. Now I know I'm very alone in that opinion, but that's where I'm at with it. And yeah, I believe that they're capitalizing on simping. Like there's a lot of simps in the manosphere. Now this is not necessarily the women's fault. I don't blame them, but what they're doing is they're selling ear porn. It's a lot of dudes out there who just want to see a female whisper red pill nothings into their ear and lullaby them to sleep. And that's one of the major problems with the red pill. One of the major problems with the manosphere, specifically the black manosphere. Like these bras is getting cash apps enough to pay their rent, and I'm like, for real, like it's sickening from my perspective. But you know, uh, BGS over there caping for Pearly, calling her an ally and an important tool, and well, let me stop because I'm gonna get ready to cuss. So let me just stop it.
uh, well, I mean, I will say this. There's definitely some validity to that. I'll say this. I do believe men need to have their own space, just like women want to have their own space. You really don't see men trying to go in women's spaces and you know unless it's like the Derek Jacksons and Destinies of the world, like those kind of guys that just kind of pander and tell women what they want to hear. So
Yeah,
there's definitely some validity to that, but but the reason why I brought up the whole the thing with the married women is because I think in order for a woman to be married to a man, she has to have and she has to have I mean, she has to have some kind of sense. She got to have some kind of idea of what of understanding men and what men want if she's having a successful marriage. Now, as far as the women that are like not involved with anybody, or you know what I mean, then that's where that's when I kind of look at them and I kind of like, I got to vet you out. Now I got to look at you a little bit more. I got to study you a little bit more. But for the women that are married and actually in successful relationships, I can, and you know what I'm, and they kind of, and they speak the same talking points. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to look at those women the same way I would look at the women that are single and saying the same talking points. You get where I'm coming from on that?
absolutely valid point. However, their objectives are aligned.
Right.
The married woman and the unmarried thought have the same objectives. It's the subservience of men. They want men to bow down to them and serve them and give them things. Well, then that objective doesn't change based on her marital status. As far as the married ones, I guess you can say they have a little more leeway to talk because they're living some of what they speak, but we never know what goes on behind closed doors. And for all we know, they could be married to a simp and could be running that relationship. Just some ring and some title means nothing. But I, but I kind of want to say that I kind of view the manosphere and the red pill as kind of in two places. We got all these different guys and different ideas, but they all fall into really two categories for me. Is those dudes who think this can be fixed, the whole dating relationship, man woman situation, and those who think it cannot be fixed, that it's doomed. I'm part of the this cannot be fixed category, nor should we try to fix it. I was under the impression a few years ago when I first stumbled across the manosphere that it was a place for men to advise other men on how to adapt to the new environment of dating and mating. What I've learned is it's a place for men to wish and beg women to go back to the 1950s.
Mm.
And I think that's ridiculous. So that's all I got to say. I don't really have a disagreement. I think you're one of the more authentic red pill creators. You don't claim to have knocked down 600 broads in 3 days and drive 64 Lamborghinis every, whatever. But yeah, so it's not smoke. It's not no hate. I think that point of putting these creator bras on the pedestal is wrong, or something that is not beneficial to us in general.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man, and sharing that with us, man. Very, very, very valid points and very valid critiques, man. I appreciate that.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man. You too. Yeah, man. You know what? He's right though. I can't even sit over here in front, man. Like real talk. And yeah, man, I'm always gonna be transparent. Like when it comes to my personal life. I've never been the one to claim like, yeah, 600. Yeah, I'm not even in the triple digits. To be honest with you, my body count is a lot higher than I thought it would be when I actually like took the time to count. But and to be honest with you, looking back, I'm not even gonna sit over here and act like I'm proud about it because I've always been more of a relationship type of dude. Problem is that I was looking for relationships and the wrong type of women because I had that blue pill way of thinking. Uh but yeah, man, appreciate you coming on, brother. Definitely had definitely had some valid points. Um yeah, I think when it does come to the manosphere, we definitely need to be a little bit more conscious of the women in the space. I mean, because if you notice, I don't even see myself. I've tried to lean like I was telling him. I'm trying to lean more towards the women that are actually married, who seem to have a better sense of what men want. But I can't sit over here and deny that they are aligned with the single women as well. But it's kind of like, picking the lesser of the two evils. You know what I mean? Would you rather listen to the married woman who understands men, or would you rather listen to a single woman who claims to understand men? You know what I mean? So I think that's what it pretty much comes down to for me. But, valid point though. I can't sit over here and disagree. Uh, Let me see here. We got some super chats. Let me catch up with these, you guys. But Black Sand, man, I appreciate you coming on though. And thanks for the support too, bro. I really appreciate it. Original Man $52 super chat says the ones with the critique are the ones married. Said, and he has another $2 super chat says passport bro haters are allegedly married. Yeah, I be finding that really weird, man. When you got women that claim to have something against passport bros and they be married like a mirror. Like I still can't get over that. I'm kind of like, what in the world is wrong? What is the issue with that woman? And see, women like Amira makes what Black Sand was saying valid. Amira's a married woman, and you saw how she came at passport bros. So what I because I also want to add on to what he said in that exchange just now. Let me read this. The Art of Will 499 super chat says, in order for a woman to be married to a man, she can't be getting pumped and dumped more times than a porta potty. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, yeah. All right. Thank you for those super chats. Right. See, because here's my thing. This is one of the reasons why the passport bro movement is so vital to me and to men in general, in my opinion, because like Black Sand said, I don't think it can be fixed. I really don't think it can be fixed. Now, I remember doing a video or a live a while ago saying certain things that would have to change in order for it to be fixed. Because let's keep it a buck. Like Black Sand said, we're never going to go back to the 1950s. That's not happening. All right. That's not happening. Like let's get that. Let's nip that in the bud now. We are not going to go back into the night. We're not going to go back to the 1950s. But if you were to update, you know, family court laws, divorce laws, if you were to update all these things to where things are now, because let's keep it a buck. Those things were put in place back then because women didn't work, but now women are making more money than ever. So with that in mind, if you were to update these things, I'm not going to, I think not all men, but I think some men will be a little bit more open to marrying women in the West again. And not only that, it would force women wouldn't have no choice but to be more methodical in terms of picking a life mate. And I was just about to get to that, Lawrence H. I was literally just about to get to that. But the reason why I don't think the courts are never going to change is because they make money off of it. I did a video on that a while ago. This is the reason why they push women to try to get child support so much. Because they make money off of it, y'all. They make money off of it. And that's why I don't think it can't. This is one of the reasons why I don't think it can be fixed, just like Black Sand said. See, look at that. And see, y'all talking about it in the chat now. Look. Republicans are trying to change no fault divorce, child support, and alimony laws, but Democrats keep rejecting it. I wonder why. By the way, I'm an independent, but just exposing which side is more corrupt. And that's the issue, man. And that's why you're seeing this. Excuse me. That's why you're seeing this passport bro movement grow. Men are waking up to the system, man. They're waking up to how corrupt this system really is. So men are going to countries where family is more valued, where the divorce rates are a lot lower. I'm in the Philippines now. There's no divorce here, only annulment, and it's pretty expensive. But even with that, Filipinas do not want to break up their families because they value family. Versus in the States, we push sugar daddy and baby mama culture here. We push hookup culture here. We don't push keeping families together here anymore. We don't push the nuclear family here anymore. But yet you got women out here trying to shame you into wanting to get married. It's like, and I agree, Josh. I agree. I just turned 38 back in March. No kids. Single as a Pringle, man. And I advise any man that's in their 30s or older, if you don't have any kids, don't get married and start a family in the West. That's just real talk. I mean, because not only that, think about what you got to choose from. You can't really choose any women in their 30s or 40s because you want to have kids, you want to start a family. Most women that you're going to find attractive that are in their 30s and 40s already have kids. And if they don't, bro, they dramatize as French toast. Man, I gotta tell y'all this story, bro. This is when I knew dating in the West was dead, bro. Check this out. All right, so I'm 38, right? I remember a couple years ago. Okay, so I probably was at 36 at this time. I asked a woman out, and she was, I think at the time, she was probably like 30 or 31. Attractive girl, right? So I asked her, I was like, I would like to go here, as a first date. I mean, this is how I rock. I'm over here making plans, trying to take care of everything. And it was weird because all this woman said was, well, I really don't. She said, I really don't date like that. I was like, what do you mean? She said, I really don't go out on dates. I don't date any. I was like, so in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so am I supposed to just text you every day and then one day just invite you over, hook up? Like, you know what I mean? It was to a point where like I just stopped writing her because like I just knew like, okay, you mean to tell me this woman is in her early 30s, doesn't have any children, attractive, wants kids, but is something simple as just going out on a simple first date was a problem. It was just it was just weird to me. And I was just kind of like, oh, okay. So then, when you dealing with women, trying to deal with women in their 20s, and that's what you got to pick from. No, all these women in their 20s, bro, like that are childless, like you can't really take them seriously because they're a part of, they've had the hookup culture pretty much shoved down their neck. And these women aren't really going out on dates either. To be honest with you, I think a lot of these young chicks don't even know how to date. I'm gonna just say it. I think that's the reason why you ask them out on dates. They don't got a clue. Okay, call Global Passport Crew with the $10 super chat says, Passport Bros need to find a woman that is compatible to you rather than traditional. You can find a traditional woman and still be miserable. Someone who is compatible to you is a longtime friend. Yeah, great advice. Great advice. Thank you for that, Global Passport Crew. Appreciate it. And that's true. And these are facts because you got to think, man. Like there are women out here overseas with traditional values that still make their own money, especially in the Philippines. You got women out here that make their own money. I'm like, and they still come home and tend to the house and the kids and everything. I'm like that. I'm like that's why they're making. I'm like that's why they're clapping back at American women and calling them lazy because they're like the things that American women don't want to do. These foreign women, I'm like, it's nothing to them. It's nothing to them. Thank you for that super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, little country. I'm like, yep. In that video I just posted up, Kevin Samuels did say that. Said you making 50,000 or more. Said somewhere between 50 to 60. He said your gold, 75,000, platinum, 6 figures or more, you diamond. Say you are more valuable than you have ever been, especially if you ain't got no kids and you fall anywhere in that range. And that's the reason why Kevin Samuels got so much smoke. He was waking men up and making them realize their value. And women did not like that because the last thing women want is men to have the power to disqualify them the same way they disqualify men. Because let's keep it a buck, y'all. That's the real reason why these women don't like these spaces, man. These women, that's why I find it so funny when women always say that, just like the Ebony K situation. Y'all just want men, y'all just want women to accept whatever. Kind of like how y'all want men to accept obese women, just like the same way y'all expect men to accept body positivity, just like the same way y'all expect expect men to accept your attitude, only to sit around and say, "Oh, he can't handle me." If I gotta handle you, then you ain't for me. Why should I have to handle you? You're a grown ass person. You're a grown ass human being that knows better. Why the hell do I gotta handle you? Like I gotta handle you like you a child. Girl, bye. Man, yo, Dr. Umar need to chill out, bro, because he got women exposing him, little country. Dr. Umar need to chill out, bro. He really starting to look two-faced, man. I don't know if y'all saw that video O'Shea Du Jackson did on him. It's another female out here exposing him, man. Oh, Dr. Umar need to sit back. And Dr. Umar, yeah, he two-faced too. Don't be sitting over here telling men they need to come out here and be stepfathers when you ain't even when you over here got creating single mothers your damn self. Because I didn't even know Dr. Umar already had kids. So for him to sit over here and say, we need guys to come out here and be stepfathers, and like, hold on, bro. Like, nigga, you got kids. Like, hold on, bro. So you literally gonna try to shame men into being the father of your children? Nah, bro. You tripping, bro. Yeah, please hit that like button, you guys. Trying to see, I'm like, just checking the chat to see if anybody else had any coming in with any disagreements. Uh, but I like that, and I like that back and forth with Black Sam, man. He has some very valid points, man. I can't disagree with anything he had to say. I really can't. That was a very, and you know what? See, and this is what I mean. This is why I love this space, because if you notice, me and him was able to have that conversation, agree, disagree to some point, but still able to come to some kind of mutual understanding, and that conversation didn't come off hostile or anything at all. Why is it that us men can do that? Because if you notice, when women are having these conversations, they can't even do that. I'm like, have y'all noticed that? That's crazy. See, we got some new faces in the building. Brian Johnson, what's good, brother? Brian Johnson, man. I tell you, bro, like, I can't, as much as I'm enjoying the Philippines and looking forward to Thailand, bro, bro, ever since I did your foreign testimonial, bro, Colombia is just in the back of my brain, man. And you know, me and Valerie still keep in contact. And it seems like my DM is getting blown up from women from Colombia. It's crazy, bro. Like, because I was talking to a girl from Colombia last night. She was saying she was like, she said Rome. She was like, there are a lot of women down here that are just looking for good men. Like, she ain't mentioned money or anything. She said, we just looking for good men. I was like, wow. Said Umar want to be a day walker. I'm weak. Yes, please hit that like button on your way in. If you just came in, Disagreement Day, male or female, if you have a disagreement, man, be more than happy to drop the link. We can come. We can hash it out and talk about it. Uh, yo, man, listen, bro. That's all I'm thinking, man. When I go back, because I already know it's on the flow. It's all like when I see Valerie, it's on the flow. Man, I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna let you know that right now. Very clear. Clapping them cheeks, bro. Like, yeah. Strap up, brother. Strap up. Protect y'all seed, man. Real, bro. Man. I'm surprised, man. I'm like, I've had this up for a week. It's funny. As usual, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Uh, you know, I always try to give women a chance to come over here and speak their piece. They never show up. Man, let me tell you, bro. LJ, man, it's just something about Colombia. Like even like okay, so like I don't know if y'all saw my video of me having dinner with my Colombian friend before I left to come to the Philippines, like with her little cute self. I swear, she's something else. Like before we went into the restaurant, she literally hooked her arm with mine, and I was just over here like, and I remember recording it, trying to show everybody like, yo, look, this is really a cultural thing. Now, mind you, my friend is from Colombia. She's from a city called Hamundi, which is right outside of Cali. So, Brian, you might have heard of Hamundi. It's literally right outside of Cali. That's where my friend is from, who stays back home. She's been living in the United States for, I think she said like 10, 11 years now. So think about that. She's been staying in the States 10 or 11 years. And she still believes in the cultural things that women do, even living in the States as long as she has. Okay, Brian, you know what I'm talking about. That's what's up. So when I'm over here having dinner with her, and before we walk in, she hooks my arm. I'm just like my mind was blown because that was the last thing I was expecting. Like even with her being from Colombia, and then she had let me know, she was like, "Oh no, like that's how we are in Colombia." That's how Colombian women are. She was like that's just how we are. And I'm just kind of over here like, wow, like this is why I stress to you guys and I stress to my detractors, bro. Is more to this than just the women. It is the culture. These women are raised a certain way. These women are raised a certain way. And keep in mind, this is just a woman that I used to work with that I got real cool with and was a big influence on me choosing to go to Colombia. And one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Colombia was because of how sweet and nice she was towards me. Because let me tell you something, man. When me and her worked together, bro, I can count the number of people on one hand that she spoke to, and I just happen to be one of those few people. And like she looks at me Yeah, I mean, like family basically. And it was just kind of like, I don't know, man. It was like just seeing how I would interact with her. I would just kind of, and she would let me know, like, when I was dealing with women in my personal life, because I would talk to her about, my situations, and she was letting me know, like, Jerome, like, if you were doing these things with a Colombian woman, she was like, they would expect you to be like, nah, they would expect you to like be their girlfriend by now. Like, she's over here like, I don't know why y'all date the way y'all do in the States, but she was like, the things that you're doing or these girls are doing for you, like, nah, like we know, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, like we be together. Like, I don't know why y'all date the way y'all do in the States. I'm like, that's because I kept telling her, I'm like, these women aren't raised like you. These women aren't raised like women in Colombia. It's just what it is. It says Silent Ninja, $5 super chat says, I gotta make my way out to Colombia before the end of this year. I have a cousin telling me he doesn't want to come back to the States. I'm telling you, bro. That's why I went to Colombia first, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I did not want to come back home, bro. I'm like, ask anybody who saw my video that I recorded of me going back, bro. Watch the look on my face as the plane is about to take off on my way back to the States, bro. I was miserable, especially considering I met Valerie right before I left. I met Valerie like a week or two before I left. I'm like, that's the reason why we only had those couple of dates that I recorded before we left. And the last date was literally the night before I left. Yeah, Global Passport Crew. Yeah, we can we can link that up. We can make that happen, man, for real. Brooklyn Kid, are you referring to the Filipino food or Colombian food? I think one of these days I'm probably gonna do a comparison too, because I'm really enjoying both. I'm enjoying both countries as far as the food go. Which I'm like, I mean, I don't know if I mentioned I'm gonna be having dinner with the Tates tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. I was talking to Frank Tate's wife uh yesterday, and she wanted to confirm all that. Like, I don't know what she's cooking yet, but hopefully it's a feast, because she wanted to make sure I didn't have any food allergies or anything. So, but if you're referring to the Filipino food, man, the Filipino food is really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. I just recently uploaded a Jollibee reaction too, because everybody was telling me to try Jollibee. So when that pops up, y'all should check that out too. But Filipino food is really good, man. Really good. It's gonna be tough to say which one is better between Filipino and Colombian, man. Because I look Colombian food. Oh my god, I miss them arepas and them empanadas, man. Especially considering how cheap they are, man. Like, you can literally get like 3 empanadas for like $1, bro, and you good and you full. All right, let me check out the chat. Mister, I had Black Sand on. I'm like, I don't know if you saw that. I had Black's guy by the name of Black Sand who watches my channel was on earlier. We had a nice little discussion about women in the manosphere. Um, and it was a really nice exchange, man. A nice back and forth, man. He definitely had some valid points. I'm not gonna sit over here and try to say I dismantled anything that he was saying. I asked him a question. As far as like, should we try to lean more towards the women in this space, that are married or in serious relationships, and he made some valid points and counterpoints to that as well, man. So um, that was a very productive conversation, man. I enjoyed that. I only wish I can have those same kind of conversations with women who disagree, but when women disagree, they just want to pop up in the comments of my other videos, you know, because they can just say a whole bunch of BS rhetoric and think they're not going to get any pushback. And then when I tell them to come on to these live shows and speak their piece, as always, they're usually a no-show. But yeah, the Philippines, yeah, I would say Brooklyn Kid, man. I'm definitely loving the food here. Yeah, definitely, man. I still need to try. I think I still need to try a few more things that guys recommended. But yeah, and just so y'all know, I'm never gonna try balut. I'm good. I'm good on that balut. Sorry, I cannot eat duck embryo. I'm good. May, so far so good. So far so good. I'm kind of looking forward to Cebu too. True Girls reached out to me, so they're waiting on me. Sharon Lapu Lapu reached out to me, so I'm gonna be linking up with them. I think it's Wayne stays somewhere in that area, so I might try to reach out to her as well, see what's going on with her. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my shot and see if I can get a date with Jim. Nah, but to be honest with you, I think that'll make for really good content. Yeah, bro. It seemed like every time me and Joanne link up, bro, we order too much food. That's the crazy part about it. And then when I turn around and see how much I spend, I'm looking like that first night. I still can't believe all that was only $11, you guys. That beef steak, that chicken adobo, the rice, the drinks, the glass noodles. It was like pork and glass noodles and some veggies. And damn, I think it was something else. Or even when we ate at the mall, like all that came up to like $25 and some change. And we both had our own, and that was on a high, and that's considered more of a high-end restaurant, and it was inside of Moa Mall. We both had our own personal pizzas, drinks, shared a plate of pasta, and then let's see. Then she went somewhere and got some more of that sisig, but that kind was kind of like it was without the egg. I think it was just like straight pork, or I can't remember. It was something. I don't know, man. I've tried so many different foods. It's crazy, bro. But I've enjoyed all of them. Now, the dessert that she had me try, I didn't like the texture of it because it had some kind of thing called something pearls in it. And it reminded me of oatmeal, the way it tastes, but I just couldn't get the texture of it, man. Like it tastes good, but the texture of it was just kind of like, oh, kind of threw me off. Bro, Brooklyn Kid, the Mall of Asia, bro. Now, I did some research. Apparently, that's the third largest mall in the world, but it's the biggest mall in Asia. Uh, bro, that mall is big as hell, bro. When I tell you, bro, like Joanne was like low key heated, bro. Bro, because we was walking around so much, and I'm just over here like, I'm like, bro, they got an ice skating ring in there. You know what I mean? Food court, biggest day, but on top of that, they got restaurants all through it. I mean, like that mall feels like it's endless, bro. Not to mention, you kind of got like there's like an opening where it's like it's like you're in the mall, then you walk outside, and then you walk into another part of the mall, but there's like an outside part that sits in between. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now, Nathan. Mall of Asia. Like that mall is crazy, bro. That mall is humongous, bro. I cannot believe how big that mall is. When they say that's the biggest mall in Asia, I'm like, yep, I believe you. I believe you. Because Joanne was tired of walking. I'm like, now I mean, you gotta think. When I work out, I walk a mile. I walk a mile every time at the end of my workout. So me walking around, I just look at it as exercise now. So it's not a big deal to me. Okay, Nathan, you'll be here in 5 days. Oh shit, it look like you gonna be. It look like you gonna get here as soon as I leave. As soon as I leave for Cebu. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think that's what it was. Radio face. The texture of it threw me off, man. It was like because it's like you don't know whether to just to swallow it or chew it. You know what I mean? Those pearls, it threw me off, but it was good and it's considered it's supposed to be a dessert here. But the taste of it reminds me of oatmeal. It reminded me of brown maple sugar oatmeal. That's what it reminded me of. Oh, Brian Johnson, man, definitely, bro. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've been hearing some good things about Cali lately. Apparently, because I know everybody pushes Cartagena and Medellin. I went to Barranquilla for a month, but because like I said, my friend is from Hamundi, and even she told me like, if you really want to find a wife in Colombia, you need to go to Cali. And it seems like some of the most attractive women that I've seen in Colombia, they seem to be from Cali. Whether I've seen them on YouTube or you know what I mean, or yeah, pretty much on YouTube. But I don't know what it is about Cali, Colombia, bro. And not only that, it seems like Cartagena and Medellin, that's where all the pros are at. And that's another reason why I went to Barranquilla first, because I'm trying to stay away from that. So, Cali seems to have the same vibe too. So I would probably prefer to go to Cali, man. Because originally my plan to go back was to go to Barranquilla for 2 weeks and then go to Cartagena for 2 weeks because I want to go to the beach. Plus, you know, I don't know, man, because a lot of the women that are blowing up my DMs are from Medellin, and like I was saying earlier, she was letting that girl that I was just talking to last night. She was letting me know like, are there pros down here? Yeah, but she said, but there really is a lot of girls down here that are just looking for good men. So, you know, you could just take that with a grain of salt. But if I really had to choose, I'd probably go to Cali. I'd probably go to Barranquilla and then Cali. But because I want to go to the beach, maybe I just go to Puerto Colombia, since that's right outside Barranquilla. You know what I mean? Just so that way I can get the beach vibes, and then and then maybe go to Cali as my for the other 2 weeks. Now I'm a little hesitant to go to Bogota because they said Bogota. I was surprised, but Bogota actually gets cold because it's elevated. Because of the elevation of Bogota, it actually gets cold there. I'm like, and you'll be surprised when you go to other cities in Colombia because pretty much everywhere else is going to be warm or hot. That was one of the reasons. That was another reason. That's another reason why I want to go back down there, man. It was literally 85 and breezy every single day, man. And then when nighttime hit, it was like mid 70s and you still had that breeze. So it just, I mean? Like once you kind of got adapted to the humidity, it just felt good outside all the time. And they call Medellin eternal spring. So Yeah, LJ. I would probably LJ. I would recommend, like, if you want to stay away from the pros, I would recommend going to Barranquilla, where I went, or Cali, where where Brian met his girl, because Brian Johnson is the most recent foreign testimonial that I had on my channel. He went to Cali, and his girl is a baddie, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, obviously, y'all seen who I was dating when I was in Barranquilla. So yeah, like, dude, anybody who hasn't been to Colombia yet, I'm gonna let you know right now. That's gonna be, just seeing the amount of attractive women in comparison to non-attractive women is gonna be a culture shock in itself. Because the average looking woman in Colombia, you're gonna find attractive. Like, seriously, man. You know what, Jamal? Very possible, because I know how you are about women in boots, bro. You like women in boots. I highly recommend you go to Bogota, bro. You'll probably it'll probably fit more what you're looking for, man. And you know what? That's one of the reasons why I want to go to Bogota, man, because I've always been a fan of the mountains. It was one of the reasons why I enjoyed my time in Utah when I got on a plane for the first time. Now my trip to Utah is actually on this channel. Because at the time I was still kind of like hesitant about traveling abroad. I was a little when and not hesitant as in, like, I guess it was, you know, getting over that fear of flying. And then, once I got over that fear of flying, it was more so about entering a whole another country. You know what I mean? So, bruh, Brian, you are right, bro. You are right, man. I don't. It was very rare. It was very rare that I saw any big Shirleys in Colombia, bro. That's the other thing too, you guys. If y'all ain't never been to Colombia, you're not gonna come across too many big Shirleys in Colombia, bro. You're not, bro. You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a lot of fit, curvy women, and it's pretty much gonna be levels. It's gonna be like it's gonna be kind of like how Mike Philippine's journey said, when everybody kept saying Filipina P was a 3. When you go to Colombia, you're gonna have to adjust your scale. That's the reason why when everybody be saying the girl that I was dating, Valerie, down there, everybody says like, oh, like, damn, like she bad. In comparison to all the other women that I saw down there, she's like 6, maybe an adjustable 6 at the most. And not the and I'm like, Valerie's attractive, but I can't sit over here and say I didn't see or meet other women there that were more attractive than the girl that I dated. So I'm telling you, bro, it really is levels, man. Like, Colombian women, good God, them women are beautiful, bro. Those women are so beautiful, bro, and nice, man, sweet. You know what I mean? I'm like, they make you feel like a man. Yeah. And you know what, Brian? My Spanish ain't your Spanish is probably better than mine, and even a little bit of Spanish that I knew helped me go a long way. Right, real talk. I'm pretty sure your Spanish is better than mine. Like the girl that I was DMing last night from Medellin, I sent her like a few voice messages, and she was actually impressed. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm literally telling her in Spanish that I need to learn more words and how to structure my sentences. I literally said that in Spanish, and she's over here like, She's over here like impressed, and I'm like, girl, you just don't know. I'm struggling. Yeah, Lauren said, of course, yes, right. See, and that's one thing I got to get better at is translating it, especially because you got to think. I'm like the locals talk so fast. Yeah, I mean, hablan muy rápido. They 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 speak very fast. Yeah, I agree with you, Jermaine. Because one of the reasons why I took Spanish in school instead of French, because Spanish is a little bit more is spoken a lot more than French. But French is a beautiful language, man. Like they say Spanish languages like Spanish and French and Italian, those are what they call love languages or romance languages. Facts, LJ, fact. From my experience, facts. See, that's what I got to get better at, Brian. Like comprehending, man. Like I can actually comprehend it better if it's written down versus hearing it. Like I said, because the people talk so fast. When what I'm thinking about doing when I go back and see if I can find like a language exchange class or maybe hire a tutor. And I'm like, cause I just need to be able to train my ear to hear it. And if I can learn more Spanish and train my ear to hear it and comprehend it, I think I'll be all right, man. Cause I can read Spanish really, I can read it really well. Really, Romanian, okay. Right. Yeah, I'm like, I meant to mention Portuguese as well. Portuguese is definitely a romance language also. And if you know, and if you fluent in Spanish, then you already know from what they say, if you fluent in Spanish, you already know about 40% of Portuguese. A lot of similar words between Portuguese and Spanish. You know what, Brian? I was actually doing that when I was in Colombia. Like whenever I was in inside watching TV, but it only had that option on some channels, so I was very limited in the channels that I would watch. But I think that did help a little bit. Like certain channels, you know, that would give you that option to put everything in Spanish. Yeah, man. Definitely recommend people to do that as well because that helped me a little bit. I'm like, but I want to get like close to fluent as possible, man. I really do. Because once I do that, man, it's kind of like I think, bro. I think I had the world in my hands, bro. If I can get more fluent, seriously. All right, look like we ain't yeah, ASAP Red Pill. I had a little exchange with Black Sand earlier, but you know, you know the difference between when men speak and have somewhat of a disagreement, we know how to conduct ourselves, so it didn't come off like super heated or anything. But we had a very constructive and productive conversation, man. I really enjoyed the exchange that I had with him earlier in the show. But I've left the door open to see if any women or anybody else who disagreed came through. But as expected, they ain't show up. I'm really not surprised. So I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I know I've been hearing good things about Romania, man. I want to go. I definitely want to go there, bro. Cause y'all know that's y'all know that's where the Dracula castle is at. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I want to go to Romania. Plus, seeing how beautiful the country is actually a beautiful country. You know what would really, y'all want to know what would really be dope, man? If I can go to Romania and meet the Tate brothers, that would be like, you want to talk about, man, you want to talk about a goal that I would love to reach, because I know I mentioned a lot that my ultimate goal or achievement would be able to get invited on Fresh and Fit. Bro, if I can go to Romania and meet the Tate brothers, bro, that would be dope, man. Like, that would be so dope, bro. Yeah, Bucharest. Yeah, I heard good things about Bucharest. Moldova. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do more homework on Eastern European countries, bro, because I wanna try to get to at least one Eastern European country. I want to try to visit at least one before the year over with. Yeah, Harvey, that's what I was trying to do. Harvey, what I really want to do is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Before I met Valerie, the guy, okay, so the friend that put me on with Valerie, he was actually trying to put me on with a chick that speaks English and Spanish, but she was getting a boob job at the time, so it didn't work out. Because I would really prefer a woman who spoke English and Spanish, because that would help me improve my Spanish. That because, like, the girl that I'm friends with, that's from Colombia, that's back home. I was even trying to keep in contact with her and going back and forth with her on through voice chats, and she would help correct me and teach me stuff too. Let me see. Yeah, Portugal. Yeah, that's another country I wouldn't mind going to see as well. Yeah, I've been hearing good things about Croatia too, brother. Yep, Jermaine. Yep. I'm gonna try to do more homework on these Eastern European countries, these Slavic countries. Yeah, you already original man. You already know Germany on the list. You already know Germany on the list. You know what I mean? Because everybody keep talking about how they love the brothers, man. So I'm gonna learn. I want to find out for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Before the war between Ukraine and Russia went down, Ukraine was always on my list, because one of my ex girlfriends from a long time ago is actually Ukrainian. Until this day, that's one of the most attractive women that I've ever been in a relationship with. That good. Now and one of the few women that I've dated that's actually taller than me. I'm 5'7". She was 5'9". Man, you want to talk a good God. Long blonde hair, full lips, hazel eyes, built like a brick house. Y'all know what I wanted to say, but I'm trying not to curse. Built like a damn brick house, bro. No stomach, fatty, tiggle bitties. Till this day, one of the most attractive women I've ever dated. And she was taller than me, y'all. But she ended up being westernized as hell. Looking back at it now, because the very moment that I had to tell her no was when she switched. Me and her fell out because, and y'all wait till y'all hear how dumb this is. And keep in mind, this was back when this was probably like, yeah, I was really young then. I think I was probably like 20, 21, 22 when this happened. Yeah, I'm reminiscing hard, Brian. This woman fell out with me simply because I wouldn't buy her friend a pregnancy kit to see if she was pregnant or not. Her friend, bruh. I was like, what the hell did your friend got to do with me? Why should I have to cash out on your friend getting a pregnancy test? I didn't smash your friend. I'm smashing you. She fell out with me over that, y'all. I was like, yeah, wait a minute. What the hell? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Deano, yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, that's why she fell out with me for. I was like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like Ace of Base. I should have saw the signs then of where Dayton was going. Like last time I seen her, man, she was in Chicago somewhere. Mm-hmm. But imagine if Kim Kardashian was a blonde. Better here, okay. The best way to describe the way she looked was Khloe Kardashian before she started losing a lot of weight. Like if y'all remember what Khloe Kardashian looked like when she was like thick with blonde hair, that's kind of like what my Ukrainian ex-girlfriend used to look like. Look, Megatron, look, I'm telling you, bro, them Ukrainian women, bro. Now I did hear that a lot of Ukrainian women ended up moving to Poland. And you know, Poland has been recommended a lot by one master teacher. I've heard good things about Poland. So I would consider Poland. But yeah, man. Let's see. Y'all silly in the chat, bro. Yeah, I said I had the same reaction, bro. Yeah, and I'm talking no surgery or nothing, bro. She was just naturally thick as hell, bro. And she was taller than me, bro. I'll have to look into Turkey. Uh I did meet an older guy from Turkey on my way back from Colombia who was real cool. He had good things to say about Turkey. Uh but I had to do more homework on Turkey. But I know Turkish women are gorgeous. I do know that. I do know the Turkish women. Jesus Christ. Look up Denise Saint Panere. That'll tell you what you need to know. Um, you know, she probably has a little bit more muscle than you know some men would prefer, but I mean, just as far as the way she looks, period, man, I'm like, yeah, that'll give you an idea what Turkish women look like. She's beautiful. Dude, ooh, original man 50, bruh. Let me tell you something. At my old job, okay, so at my old job, I used to correspond with a lot of managers in our back in Utah, and we were located back home where I was at in Kentucky, right? Bro, one of the operating managers that I would correspond with, she was from Serbia. And I remember asking her, "Are you from Ukraine?" Because she reminded me of my Ukrainian ex-girlfriend, but she told me she was from Serbia. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, damn, I'm like, y'all are so beautiful. Like Serbian women are, if you find Ukrainian women attractive, you will definitely find Serbian women attractive, bro. They got very similar features, man. The real pretty, seductive eyes with the full lips and the curves, like, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah, bro. It's something about them Eastern European women. I don't know what the genetics over there. Hungary. Uh, one of my uh one of my longtime subscribers, he has a wife and she's from Hungary. He always talks very good of her. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm kind of surprised he's not in the chat now. So I'm pretty sure he would highly recommend Hungary. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, yeah, them Serbian women, bruh. I'm gonna be Nathan. I'm actually gonna be pretty close to Lapu Lapu City. That's where I'm gonna be at when I go to Cebu. Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's what's up, man. Definitely have to do my homework on these Eastern European countries a little bit more. You know, maybe I'll do a reaction, man, and see what's up. And you wanna know why, Brian Johnson? Because there's more fit women in these other countries. That's why fitness culture is pushed more in these other countries. Okay, a little bit of history right there. Okay, I ain't know that. Yeah, I got a little bit of a history lesson when I went to Manila Bay with Joanne too. Oh, really? Damn, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I was in Salt Lake City, bro. Dude, hey, I gotta say, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Mr. Mister. I actually want to go back to Utah, man. Cause like for me, bro, it's just something about mountains, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. It's just something about mountains that I like, man. Cause I remember going to Denver as a kid. I was like 7 or 8, and we stayed. I remember staying there for like a whole summer, bro. And I love staying there because as soon as I go outside, you can literally just see mountains everywhere. It's like you were just surrounded by mountains, bro. Like that's dope, man. And just knowing that you can go up there anytime you wanted to, like, yeah, man. I'm like, I would not mind going back to Utah, bro. Especially the part of Utah. I think there are mountains that the mountains that got that weird pattern, and then the salt damn, I forgot the salt things that you can check out too. Really? Damn, I'm kind of surprised about that, Brian. If anything, it seems like a lot of the Venezolanos they seem to be in Cartagena. So to see that you met some that are in Cali, damn man, they had to travel a ways to make it all the way to Cali. Hmm. Okay. Oh, you say Chiang Mai got mountains? Oh, okay, cool. Well, maybe I'll check that out when I go to when I go to Thailand here later on this month, because I was telling people I want to go to Chiang. I kind of want to go to that little resort that Richie Mack took L to, because it just looked really peaceful. But if Chiang Mai got mountains, man, I'll definitely check that out, man. Yeah, the salt flats. Thank you, Mister Mister. That's what I was thinking about. The salt flats, bro. That's why I want to go back. I want to see the salt flats, and those are probably the mountains that I'm thinking of that kind of got like that wavy pattern. That looks crazy, bro. That looks crazy, man. It's a lot of places that I want to go, man, just because I just want to. It's just certain things that I just want to see for myself, bro. Just to have those memories, man. Because, like, bro, man, you can have. I don't care how rich you are, bro. You can have all the money in the world, bro. But you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you when you gone, man. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy traveling so much now, man, and I want to travel as much as possible. Y'all talking about Somalia? I had to check. I'm like, cause I think I don't know. I think Global Passport Cruise says I had to double check with him, but I think he said Somalia ain't really like as safe as some of the other Eastern countries to go to right now. I mean, the other East African countries to go to. But I don't know. I don't know. After seeing Austin go to Tanzania, I kind of wouldn't mind going there. I actually did a video on Tanzania a long time ago. South Africa always kind of been on my list. I definitely want to go to Ethiopia because the women are good God gorgeous, and you know the history of Ethiopia and Morocco and Egypt. And I want to go to Egypt to see. I'm like, I want to go to Egypt to see the pyramids. I want to see the pyramids in Egypt and Mexico. Cause I didn't know till recently when I started watching Ace Live's channel that there were pyramids in Mexico. See, and that's another reason why I want to travel, man. Like I want to explore and discover too. Like it's crazy to think that there are pyramids in Mexico. And it just goes to show you, bro, there is a lot of history that we have no idea or know anything about, man. Oh, Maurice, man, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm actually about to get off of here shortly, bro. Um, Jomtien. Okay, I think Richie Mack is in Jomtien. All right, so I'll take a look at that. Hey, you know what, Nathan? I actually just saw some pictures of another passport bro on Facebook who took his girl somewhere in Indonesia, and it looks like they're up in the mountains, and they were doing a couple of activities that look really fun, man. Indonesia is on my list as well, man. Just you know, everybody says Indonesia is one of those places where you actually bring sand to the beach. Um, I'm like, but I definitely want to go to Indonesia, definitely for the views, man. I'm like, 'cause that looks like a very beautiful country as well. Kenya, definitely. I want to go to Nairobi, Kenya, for real, for real. Oh, damn, that's what's up, Maurice. Hell yeah. Are you serious? They got hieroglyphics there and black. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm about to check that out. Yeah, man, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate for telling me that. Definitely going to check that out. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Uh, I'm like, man, I'm like, y'all have, I'm like, y'all motivated. I'm like, dude, as soon as I get off of here, I'm about to start looking up all these other countries we've been talking about. Uh, yeah, the smoke cleared, bro. Ain't no smoke. But shout out to Black Sand who came on earlier, and I brought him on. We had somewhat of a disagreement, but as expected, us, when we have somewhat of a disagreement, we know how to conduct ourselves a lot better than women do, clearly based on that back and forth, that exchange we had earlier. But I appreciate everybody coming on. And Megatron, I just peeped that Uruguay. I've heard really, 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 really good things about Uruguay. And I'm talking about good things that have nothing to do with women, more so the economic part about it. And I still got to look into that a little bit more as well. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys coming on, man. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate the support. I'll be back tomorrow. Well, tomorrow morning here, but tomorrow night where you're at. If y'all remember, Ask Andre. I'm gonna have him come back on. He's currently in Colombia, and we're gonna be chopping it up. And we're gonna just be discussing more travel, passport bro talk. Cause, well, I'm not gonna spill the beans. I'm gonna let him speak for himself, but we're gonna catch up because it's been a while. All right, appreciate you guys. Much love. All right, and y'all know how we ride out. Peace.